All right, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Colin Kaepernick is never going to play in the NFL ever again. And it's all because of the white supremacists. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. It's true. So as a victim of white supremacy and whoever's against that system, what can you do about it? You can boycott the NFL and you can boycott their sponsors. That's even more important. Get at those sponsors, and do it for good, especially the sponsors. I know that some people are addicted to the NFL. I gotta watch. I've been watching since I was 6 years old. I can go and be like, I'm never gonna watch it again. But I know that some people they can't do that. But at least you can stop buying from a particular brand from here on out. And the reason why I say that it should be permanent is because they take things away from us as black people. And no, I'm not going to say the black and brown thing. I'm talking about black people. They take stuff away from us that they can never give back. And that's the problem. He can never get the season back. And even if they go and let him play next year, he lost a year out of his career. So I'm prepared to make it where I'm gonna not buy from like their brands, the brands that support them. Even if they allow him to come back, I'm not going back to them, because money's money. They can make that money back, but he can never get this time back. You get what I'm saying? So we need to get to that point where we make sure that they lose stuff for good. You know what I'm saying? Period. And that's the problem with white supremacy above almost anything else, because they can, even if they end the system of white supremacy, there's stuff that has happened. There's people who have lost their lives, who have lost all types of things, and it was all because of the system of white supremacy. And even if they pay reparations, even if they do everything that they can, they remove all instances of white supremacy in all systems and the laws, and they give everybody scholarships. They can't make up for what they took. You get what I'm saying? And that's the reason why that's one of the reasons why they don't even want to have that conversation about reparations, because they know that's not enough. How much can you really even pay somebody for what you've done? But that's a whole different subject. But it has to do with this situation, because he's never going to get the season back, and he's probably never going to play again. His dream is gone, and they've taken too much. So don't watch the NFL. Don't support their sponsors, and at the very least, never go back to their sponsors ever again. I'm talking about from now until the day that you die. Find out who their sponsors are and never buy from them ever again. Make sure that they lose something permanently, and that's a start. That's a start as far as dealing with this system. I would say even if they allow him to play next year, I'm not going to go back and watch the football, watch the NFL, I mean, because they've already taken too much. They took a year, and it's the same thing that they did to Ali. They take 4 years out of somebody's career, and then they act like, oh, well, now we're letting you fight now, so at least you got that. It's like, no. I mean, I don't know. They're always trying to make examples out of us, and this is an example of how apartheid works. Like, people wonder how people have taken over South Africa, and you have a few people who are able to run the majority and just do whatever they want, complete power, complete abuse. This is what we're watching right now in the NFL. Like, they're able to, just a few owners are able to keep everybody in line, even if it's not in their best interest. I mean, it's in their best interest short term, but long term, because they're not going to be in the league that long. Most of these people that play in the NFL, like I think they only play in the NFL like a year or a couple of years. You know, they don't have this long career where they play until they're 40. You know, so you're gonna be a regular person pretty soon, really soon, and you're in a position to actually do something. And it's at that point where we need to sit out Super Bowls or sit out a game and really show them. I mean, I can't even say we, they need to really show them, you know, who actually has the power. Because if everybody shows that solidarity, the only people that really show solidarity are the white supremacists. You know, they're risking it all. They were placing a bet, and it seems like they're going to win that bet because not enough black people are actually down with the cause and are actually going to sit out a game or do anything. I mean, people are still going to watch the football league. You know, they're still going to watch football games. So I'm not gonna make any videos about the NFL unless it has something to do with Colin Kaepernick or something to do with injustice. You know, I'll still be making videos about that just because that's calling out injustice. But as far as just reporting the news in the NFL and helping them spread their brand or the brand news, and no, I'm not doing that anymore. And I don't suggest anybody does that. You know, that's against